Feels good to be live, don't you think, Marsh?
I am alive. I feel so alive and also live. Welcome to the stream, everybody. It is Adapt Crypto, the biggest channel in crypto YouTube.
Oh, it's huge. It's definitely up there with some of the live streams. ET consistently asks us for advice on how we manage our growth.
Yeah, I mean, I was sort of, I'm predicting the future. This is what's going to happen in like 2022. About, I predict we're going to overtake all of YouTube.
Yeah, combined.
But we're going to be bigger than, yeah, I don't
Mr.
know.
Beast,
Yeah,
PewDiePie, all
exactly.
those guys. Good
Combined.
morning to those who are. It's morning time for Karate, MF, Dan. Welcome to the live stream. Let's crack into this. We're going to work on making this shorter so that you guys get all the information before you fall asleep. So let's crack straight into it. Right now, we have had a good day overall. Although Bitcoin's had a bit of a pullback, alts had a knee-jerk reaction and kicked a little bit harder. But some things have been showing very good resilience, strong resilience, such as BNB. Just so everyone's aware, I've been hyping BNB for you guys for a while now, and I'm at the stage where, and I've mentioned this last live stream and in the Telegram, I'm slowly going to sell off some of my BNB and go back to the ETH maxi that I once was, and still am, to be honest. The majority of my portfolio is Ethereum. So,
But am I reading this right? Is that a 17% gain for BNB in one day?
yes, and it was even higher. So that is, I'm pretty sure that's secured them in the top three positions. So BNB doing very well, very bullish. We're starting to see a lot of those legitimate more legitimate projects coming onto the Binance Smart Chain. So I will give a quick mention out to AVAX. I was just looking at it. I was like, wow, it's
Very
low
nice.
20s, very cheap, and it had a big pump. I also mentioned FTM in the signals chat, so you can have a quick look at that as well. That's had a nice juicy pump today as well. So a few things doing quite well, and KSM doing very well for the fundamental reasons as well as DOT. Two that actually we spoke about DOT yesterday. KSM, we've got the auctions for the parachains, and let's crack into some of the news. Going to punch this out. One of the biggest ones shared by Trade Sharp here is that the World Summit was held by the UAE, and they
The World
discussed...
Government Summit, important distinction because there's a lot of different forums and meetings like this. This is the World Government Forum. No, sorry, I'm screwing this up. World Government Summit in Dubai. Continue good.
So the purpose of the summit as well was they wanted to, it was future focus, and most of these are, to be honest, so it's a no poo statement there, but it was very focused on the current trends, the ones that are going to affect at the macro level. And essentially, world leaders, senior officials, and decision makers shared their experience and ideas that would contribute to the development of future governments, including DeFi. So not just cryptocurrencies, they're taking it a step further. They're starting to talk about the decentralization of finance, and better decision making in times of crisis. So this is interesting. They're not debating cryptocurrencies. Oh, Bitcoin is a scam, is it, guys? And they're past that now. They're starting to say that the fact that they've dived in further is just showing you that that argument is gone at the world leader level. So they're now looking at all this new technology that's, to be honest, I don't think they're barely scratching the surface yet. But this is a good sign, and I look forward to seeing this. And for those who don't know, Dubai is actually one of the leaders in adoption for this technology. We've talked about a few things like paying your government bills with cryptocurrencies. And there's heaps of stuff, right? That they're up there with Singapore, China. We're still a bit iffy about China, but China's they're very bullish on cryptocurrencies, particularly profiting off it. But they're doing quite well as well.
No, when people talk about how especially if they're in power and they're in large government positions. I think at this point they've done their research. This is like a public meeting, but I'm sure there have been a lot of closed door meetings. And when you see, I need a good sound effect. Okay, so imagine this sound effect is the rich people buying the coin. I think Bitcoin is a scam. I think you should not buy Bitcoin. Bitcoin is totally fake. It's not good. Don't buy Bitcoin. It's not good. Don't buy Bitcoin. That's sort of what they've been doing this entire time, and it's definitely going to come out in the open. And they want this to happen. DeFi is going to be very good for business going forward because of the quick transactions, because of the small barriers to purchasing stuff and getting loans, and then getting wrecked on said loans. People aren't good at managing money, and making loans easier is going to be good for the big companies. Just saying, guys. Just saying, guys.
Yeah, 100%, mate. And if you're interested in this macro level discussions, I highly recommend that you guys follow the International Monetary Fund. This is where all the leaders, usually the treasurers in each of the countries, come together and talk about certain things on a financial and economic level, and they've been discussing for a while a world currency. So just wanted to keep it in the back of your mind, have a look out for it. Cracking right on. This one, very bullish, already broken the previous record of the most expensive, although it hasn't been sold yet, the most expensive digital art or NFT. Current bid, just under cheeky 10 mil, 2 days to go. And we know that this is going to keep going because all the hype comes in the last few minutes. So I cannot fathom how big this is going to go. It's in the Christie's auction website. I'll even put that in the Discord for you, so you can have a look at yourselves.
This is not on OpenSea. This is on Christie's, an actual auction company. I'm curious. That's the picture they're showing. But are they actually selling all first 5,000? I guess that's what they're doing. All first 5,000 of his dailies. It's been a lot of like FUD on Beeple and what he's been doing. Oh, this guy's selling JPEGs for millions of dollars. I would encourage you to look a little deeper into Beeple. He is actually a really cool artist, and I think he does deserve what he's getting because he's been working at this for years. He's been doing these daily paintings for 13 years. Tell me, have you been doing anything regularly daily for 13 years? Anything other than eating, sleeping, drinking?
Pooping. Yeah. Moving right along, SP500 has had a nice bounce today. But Bitcoin having a bigger bounce, wouldn't you say? Very bullish for cryptocurrency. And when people see these little things, they're thinking, where is my money going to be best treated? Where I'm going to make the most gains? It's going to be cryptocurrency. We might see some FOMO now that Bitcoin's looking a lot more bullish, and I'll let Harry crack into that one. But looking very good at this stage. We've had some more bullish news. This one from Raoul Powell. Talking about cryptocurrency surpassing 100 trillion. Look, I won't go into the details. I don't like talking about banks and their perspectives, but I'll just summarize it for you. Bullish.
That's what they're doing.
The other one we talked. I don't know if we talked about this yesterday, but it was about Dodo, the recent DeFi hack. Just a reminder to just keep an eye on your DeFi. These liquidity pools. Smart contracts, the more smart contracts that are involved, the more complex they seem, requires more security checks. And if they haven't done the security checks, then there's going to be a higher risk. So,
but even with the more powerful projects, I see this trend repeating over and over again. Once a project gets sort of critical mass and becomes very popular, people, the hackers, as well as the investors, wake up and want to find out what's going on with that. So it seems to keep happening to all DeFi projects that are small to becoming large, and Dodo has definitely been exploding in recent times. I haven't personally looked too much into it, but it seems like a decent platform. Sorry, guys. I'm sure they'll figure it out, though, honestly.
This one, very bullish for FTM, and price did reflect this today. FTM will present its blockchain to the United Nations Digital Currency Global Initiative for their CBDC architecture group. So if you didn't have a reason to be bullish on FTM, maybe you do now. I haven't followed up with the confirmation on the results of this, but I highly recommend that you keep an eye on it. It might be worth just buying a cheeky little moon bag while the blockchain is still a smaller. I wouldn't say a small cap anymore. It's had quite a bit of price action, but a smaller cap blockchain. Because we all know that the blockchains have been doing very well this bull run. So
well, and you got to keep the like long scale view with this kind of thing. I think it's difficult for me and for everybody else out there, and people take advantage of this. That you look at the day, like today, we're just looking at today's news, but you got to look at this in the long term. Right? If you had invested just a decent amount of Bitcoin 6 months ago, then you'd be much better than if you were just focusing on today. Oh, it's down 1%. It's up 2%. It's down 1%. Think about Andre Cronje and the empire that he's building and all the crazy technology that he's putting together. He's not doing this for fun. Well, probably he seems very passionate about what he's doing, but this is going to eat the world. DeFi is eating the world. We just saw that in the previous article that they want all of it, and somebody needs to develop the technology for them. And I dare say that Andre Cronje is going to be a very important person, say 10 years from now, even though he already is a very important person in crypto. I'm saying like very important person in the world. Wild speculation, not financial advice. This is not financial advice, guys.
Now, Ethereum 2.0 deposit contract surpasses historical milestone, at 3%. Bullish on Ethereum. It just means that we all know those who have deposited their Ethereum for 2.0 are locked in for over a year. So it's just sort of, in a way, it's sort of temporarily taking out Ethereum out of circulation. So, that doesn't solve the issue of whales own, the top 10 addresses own 70%, right? But it's bullish. This one, we're starting to see a lot more interest in Cardano recently from significant figures. And those who invested their stimulus, their $1,200 stimulus, the previous one, not the recent one, the previous one, if they had invested all in Cardano, their Cardano would be worth $45,000 today. So that is what is that? I wouldn't say 40, it's a 40x possibly.
I hate reading stuff like this. I hate reading stuff like this because this is exactly what I was just talking about. If you are a total degen and just looking every single day for a new play, sometimes getting a 10x, sometimes getting a little wrecked, then it seems like you wouldn't be making as much money unless you're like a hyper genius as you would of just buying ADA with your stimulus check, sitting on it, doing nothing, going about your life. That was a very good move. Would require some patience, but definitely seems like the intelligent move. Wow, is that
it's GameStop right there.
GameStop? Yeah. I don't know.
Look at gold. Nothing. You would have lost money on gold.
Ooh, brutal.
SP 500. You make a little profit. Nasdaq.
This is a crypto channel. I would sort of advise against buying into anything Wall Street bets related because, well, you probably got wrecked if you bought off the news. Just being honest.
That's probably the peak as well. These are probably peak prices. So, although. Yeah, it would have done as of the day.
Well, and with traditional stocks, I mean, I guess we are in a bull run, so everybody's getting a little wild eye. But with traditional stocks, you're kind of like, well, I'm hoping for like a 10%, maybe a 15% gain on the year. Boring. Like crypto moves a little quicker. Crypto moves a little quicker, and precious metals. I don't know about precious metals, guys. I'm not sure. Not financial advice.
It's like, in crypto, exactly right. It's in an investment, you're like, wow, 10%. Thank you. SP 500 or ASX 200, right? But in crypto, it's like. The goals are retirement. Everyone expects to retire. They expect to do it in a few months. It's just the standard within cryptocurrencies. So interesting point. Now, a bit of bullish news for Matic, SKL, and Sushi. If you haven't already seen, SKL was one of our favorite picks. We did a blog on it back when it was just before it launched. Some of us got in around about 9 cents. Some bought in more expensive. Some even got in the pre-sale at 3 cents. Last time I checked, it was above 60 cents. It had a massive pump very bullish on this SKL. Their focus is on development and getting developers to use their network. So just want to keep an eye on. I know a few of us have sold out and lost a bit of interest in SKL, but if you had a hold, there's at least 6x, even if you had bought at some of the peaks of the launch price, right? I think it peaked at 13 cents. So even if you had a port, that's even if you had a bought at the peak at launch date, on the first day, you would still be in a good 4 or 5x at least. So just keep an eye on it. There's a reason why we choose some of the cryptos that we do. And just I haven't kept up with some of there has been a few issues in this one, but here's a project I'm very bullish on. For those who don't know, Happy, he is well, at least claims to be, but I've been following for a little while. He is someone who specializes in crypto security. He's basically signs off on a few things, and he's going to release his own token. This token is going to be, it's going to be for a on-chain cybersecurity protocol solution, and it's going to be cross-chain as well. I'm very interested to dive into this and find out a little more about it. Their ticker is SHO. Their IDO, I think, is still happening because of the delay. But I think you need to own DAO to be able to buy in. So DAO is now her launch platform. Have a look. It's one to look out for. I think it'll do pretty well. Very long term. He has. This Happy guy has a very strong presence on Twitter, which gives him the rep, and people love Twitter. So there you go.
Yeah, I think it's much needed. Some sort of cybersecurity module, and it seems to be how a lot of things in crypto work. Somebody will develop a very useful block of code, something that people really need, and then that project will start to do partnerships with other projects, and just with that. News happening today. We've gotten so used to projects getting hacked, especially high-profile projects getting hacked, and I'm sure everybody's really sick of it, including the developers. And if there's literally anything that they could put in their code to prevent these kinds of attacks, I think they will. I guess that's crypto in general. You got to look at the stuff that is not working quite well yet, and those are the areas that you want to invest in. The basic ground format of DeFi lending protocols and that kind of stuff, that seems to be done pretty well by many different companies at this point. So I don't know, personally I'm looking at other stuff like this, like cybersecurity, like emerging markets that will do good. I mean do good, like good for people in general. Very exciting news you got there. Gooding. I do want to bring up something, since we're talking about security and everything. Case Examiner says Cred platform hired escaped prisoner as CFO. I mean, mistakes were made all the time. Mistakes get made all the time in crypto. I don't know. I think this is just kind of funny that this company managed to hire a escaped convict. It seems like he was able to get out of prison somehow. And the UK government identified him as a fugitive. So I don't know how they managed to get this. Good marketing, I guess. Good selling. This is really, I don't know. I'm pretty impressed with this guy. But if you are starting a crypto company, I don't know. Maybe just check. I don't know if there's a way to check this, but you should check to see if you're hiring an escaped convict. I would just, I don't know, encourage you to watch your back there. We were talking about this. It's like all this FUD that goes around constantly. I personally, not financial advice, I think Ripple is going to remain a powerful figure in the crypto world. They are, in my opinion, going to get past all this SEC stuff, and I see this as just another sort of link in the blockchain, that will bring them into relevance yet again. And I'm waiting for the day when Coinbase and the rest of the guys are saying, oh, well, I guess we're going to relist XRP. I mean, we relisted it after it did a 10x, but well, sorry guys, we just wanted to keep those gains for ourselves. But it looks like Ripple has settled an issue with YouTube over XRP scam videos, which I don't know. I think if XRP is settling scam videos with YouTube, then Vitalik better get in there, because every single video I watch on YouTube has a Vitalik ETH scam in it as the ad. So maybe this trend will continue. But yeah, they're working out the kinks, basically, because I think this is happening all over the crypto space as we get more mainstreamy. It has been kind of sketchy, full of scams, CEOs that were escaped convicts. There's been a lot of sketchy stuff that's been going on in the crypto world, and these things will go hand in hand as we get mainstream adoption, as we push further into the mainstream land. People are going to need to worry about their PR, their appearance in the world, and I see this personally as bullish for XRP, but again, not financial advice. What do you think, Gooding? XRP to the moon or to the floor?
Look, I think one of the good things about XRP doing this is they'll be one of the first to sort all their issues out. One of the points that that lawyer that I kept talking about, I apologize for his name, is that he said, his advice, what he liked about Ripple is that once they get all theirs out of the way, the SEC will then start going for the other cryptocurrencies. So it's just something to keep an eye on, because once they're all past that five, they're in the clear, when we might see the rest of the crypto market start to take hits as the SEC starts targeting other cryptocurrencies. So just keep that in mind. That's my only opinion on XRP at the moment.
Yeah, no, they only have so many people working at at the SEC, so they gotta, I guess, go one at a time here. I just want to do a follow up real quick on the Kings of Leon NFT story we were talking about before. This is they're a first mover. I would expect, like everything in finance in the world in general, you generate insane interest, and then it'll dip a little bit. Everybody will be like, okay, I guess that was just a flash in the pan, I forgot about it. And then comes the actual mega adoption. So Kings of Leon doing this NFT thing has already been pretty successful for them. They've got 2 mil in their NFT sales. Yeah, and if you didn't catch the other episode, when you buy this NFT, you're getting their music, obviously, but then you're also getting access to a bunch of like VIP stuff. I would see this, at least at first, as like a premium box. I don't know, if you buy a video game or an album or something, you can usually buy like the cheap, the retail version that just has the game or the album, but you can also buy the like deluxe package edition with a bunch of extra art and maybe some interviews, maybe some videos, and then the vinyl and that kind of stuff. But it's all moving to the digital realm, to NFTs. And what I thought was really interesting, which we didn't catch last time, as part of the release, Kings of Leon dropped 6 golden tickets, which have 6 copies up for auction. And these golden tickets would allow you a VIP experience, which consists of 4 lifetime front row tickets to one headline show per tour, band meet and greets, for et cetera, like an actual foot in the door with Kings of Leon. And one of the golden tickets sold for 89 ETH. There are definitely some rabid Kings of Leon fans out there. And my point here is that, yeah, sure, Kings of Leon is cool, but you better bet your something that all of the other people in the music industry, bet your bottom that everybody in the music industry is looking at what just happened here with their jaws on the ground, like, oh my God, are album sales coming back? Are we going to actually move away from the 0.0001 cent per stream revenue model that we've all sort of fallen into? And I think the answer is a resounding yes. People do want to have interactions with their bands and have a deeper connection than just hitting that Spotify playlist. And this is Kings of Leon. Man, just wait until Lady Gaga, I don't know who you like, Justin Timberlake, like Future, Kendrick Lamar, like there's so many artists that are going to be jumping on this in the near future, and I would just watch this trend very carefully. I personally would. Just saying. I think that's about all I got now. What I just did was register for this World Government Summit, because I think I got to check my email, but I'm pretty sure anybody can actually log in and watch these. And I want to check out this this DeFi speech that they're having. a lot of times the information and the stuff that you want to get in crypto is behind a very simple barrier where you have to register like any sort of IDO or sort of proprietary information. You don't have to pay anything for it. You just have to be smart enough to get ahead of the trend, send out an email, and get in there. So this is what I'm doing. You do whatever you want, but I would personally listen to the rulers of the universe and what they're saying about this topic, because they are smarter than me. They are smarter than you. They're richer. They're all of these things.
Pockets are deeper. Yeah. So I forgot to mention as well, one project that both Dee and I are very bullish on, Adapt is very bullish on, is Chain Guardians. Dee's done a video on it, and it launches tomorrow. Have I got the screen share there, Marsh?
Yeah, I got you up now.
Oh, sweet, my man. All right. So this one launches tomorrow. It's going to be a poker starter. It's going to be massive. I'm actually interested in, I'll make sure I take out my initial, but I actually might use the tokens. I just want to see, I want to test this play to earn concept. I've already actually started playing, and I got to a point where it's like, well, what you've given me doesn't let me get past one of the first stages. So a little bit disappointed with that, because it's like, it's not play to earn, it's pay a little, and then you can earn a little bit.
Pay to earn? Wait,
it's tonight. Sorry, it's tonight. I've just been advised it's tonight.
It's tonight. Wait, because I'm looking at the happy announcement too. Do you actually have a page up for this project? And just maybe remind people what this project actually is, because I am personally forgetting.
Sorry. I had the wrong screen shared.
There you go. Chain Guardians.
Sorry. Apologies.
I feel like
I had brought up a whole new screen. My bad.
I thought this was Guardians of the Galaxy for a second, and I'm sure they're banking on that mistake.
But I'm bullish. One thing I would be very interested in actually is getting some of their NFTs and then using it to mine. Just something to sort of, keep an eye on. I'm keen. I'm going to get in and hopefully make money. Oh, and for those who are wondering what my strategy is, I'll show you.
You got a strategy?
Yes. Yeah, you got to have a strategy. All right, I'm going to draw it. So, it's going to, firstly, it'll start here. It'll pump. I don't know what that sound is. And then it comes down. What is that noise? The Google Draw is...
Is Google
and
Draw talking to you?
I'm going to buy there. I'm getting out of this. This is driving me nuts. I don't know if you guys can hear that, but Google Draw was like trying to guess what I was drawing. So anyway, there you go. I'm going to wait for it to do its pump and then dump, and then I'm going to buy it and then ride to the moon. There you
Crazy.
go.
Wait, I feel like I'm hearing voices now. Is that... I'm hearing voices. Something strange is happening in this world. Yeah. Good tip, man. This is just the beginning. You may have missed getting Bitcoin at sub $1. I think most of us did. And that can be very depressing and sad and make you want to go get a time machine or something. But you got to focus on the moment and what is happening now and where we're going to be 6 months, a year, 5 years from now. The entire entertainment industry has yet to discover what we're doing down here. And the money that's going to flow into this, it boggles my mind. And then also just to think that we're already sitting down here. So yeah, guys, again, not financial advice. This is all just for fun, but we are so early on certain areas of crypto. Not all of them. Crypto has already begun almost a decade ago, but there are still many areas that are just getting started, and those are the areas that I'm looking at personally. It seems like you're looking at them too, Gooding. So
I think we're on the same page. Alrighty, let's wrap it up there. Thank you very much for joining us today. Really do appreciate your time. Apologies for being a little bit late today. We'll work on this.
I don't apologize. I'm not saying. If you want good information, you gotta wait for it sometimes. But we do seriously appreciate your time. If you have even just a 1 microsecond, or you have arms and a body, that would be cool if you would just smash the like button. Maybe just hit the like button and tell your friends, that they're too late for Bitcoin, but they're not too late for all this other cool stuff that's happening. And go tell your friends. Tell your friends what's going on in DeFi. They should know that they can get a loan. They should know. Maybe they need a loan. Maybe they need a 40% APY loan. Anyways.
Not financial advice. All right, no worries, guys. I'll catch you later. Have a good one. Adapt to see ya.